I was just about to start.
Oh.
And you said vagina.
My bad.
All right.
Go ahead. Vagina.
What's up, guys? Damn it, babe.
Aaron Andrews. College football prime time is brought to you by Spark, because better athletes make better football players. Tonight's matchups between the Nebraska Cornhuskers.
What's up, guys, and welcome to episode number 5 of The Final Score. I'm the Big Puma, and I'm here with Bape and Bob Train as always. Say hello, fellas.
Hello.
What's up, everybody?
Sizzling bacon.
Oh, yeah.
The Terminator.
Bacon. All right, first topic, actually only topic of the show is going to be the whole situation in Penn State with Sandusky and Jopa. Bape, you go first.
Pretty crazy, really, when you think about it. Like, you think about bad stuff that happened, like, with, Ohio State and, like, Michigan basketball team where guys were taking money, and same with, like, University of Miami. But nothing compares to what happened here. Just ridiculous that it was allowed to take place and that it was never turned in. You know that there was people around that knew about this and that no one said anything up until now is just crazy. And then the fact that Joe Paterno is still going to stay on as the coach there for the rest of the year is just ridiculous, honestly.
Now, let's hold on. Now, Joe Pa's made a decision to wait until the end of the year, but the university could step in and at any moment say, you know what, this is just too much. Let's just end it now. I mean, let's be real. I mean, that could happen. What do we think about that? There.
Joe Pa just needs to stuff down. Like, the same thing happened with, well, I mean, not the same thing. This is way above anything else that's ever happened in college sports.
This is way beyond some kid just taking money.
But Tressel at Ohio State stuffed down, and all he did was let a guy sell his jerseys and get tattoos, basically.
Right.
And now Joe Pa basically allowed this to happen, not allowing it. I don't know the whole situation. We probably will never know exactly what he knew and what he didn't know. But the fact of the matter is he had to have known something, and they're still going to let him finish out the year. He should stuff down himself for sure.
Right. And let's just keep in mind, too, to frame this up correctly, is there are accusations at this point. No legal action has actually taken place, but I think it's safe to say that what it was like 40 people came forward or something like that.
Yeah, but not only that, in like 2009 or I don't remember the year, but there are, from what I heard on the radio anyways, are tapes of him confessing that he's done this to one of the mothers. And he says, I'm so sorry that I've done this, blah, blah. I mean, like, he confessed to doing it.
Joe Pa or the coordinator?
No, Sandusky.
Yeah.
So he's done. I mean, if it was anyone else, just if someone accused me of doing that, the next day I'm in jail. I'm not hanging out at the university like this guy is. Any regular person is in jail at the first mention of anything like that.
I guess before we get too far in, for those that haven't read about what was going on, you want to fill everybody in, Bob Train?
Well, Big Puma, you probably know more than I do. I mean, I've kind of late to the game. I've only been reading a little bit lately, but yeah, Big Puma, you want to kind of fill them in?
Yeah, pretty much this coordinator from Penn State, Sandusky, and this has not just started. It's been going on for 10 years, something like that. I mean, it's been crazy, where he's been pretty much sexually abusing some of the kids there at the university, and even younger. I want to say I heard 10 years old.
Yeah.
And it's just now coming to light that he's been doing this, and now they're trying to figure out what to do with Joe Pa and Sandusky as far as legal action and their roles there at Penn State.
And keep in mind, like Bob Train said earlier, it's all allegations at this point, so you don't know for sure what exactly happened, but just with the sheer amount of people that have came forward to say some wrongdoings happened, I mean, where there's smoke, there's usually fire. So
yeah,
right.
And let's keep in perspective for the people who don't understand NCAA football and the coaching. Joe Pa is the winningest coach in NCAA football history. He just did that this year, and he's been coaching Penn State for 46 years, I think, or something like that. Something
It's been
ridiculous.
forever.
It's
whole
it's
life.
crazy, and he's got more pull than the freaking mayor. I
Yeah,
mean,
and-
he is Pennsylvania pretty much.
And he is he has very high moral standards, which makes this very surprising. For example, Penn State has the most they're second behind Northwestern in the Big Ten for most academic All-American athletes. So he has very high morals, which is very surprising that he's kept this a secret for 10 years.
Right.
I think that's what's got everyone very shocked.
Yeah, and you got to be a fool to think that he didn't know anything about that, especially for how long it's happened, how long it's taken place, and for how many victims there were. He
Right.
had to have known something was going on.
I mean, 10 years. Come on, somebody knows something.
I
And the
know
fact that-
I know he's old and a little senile, but still, come on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he's like one of the only head coaches who actually doesn't coach.
Right. He sits up in the press box if he even shows up to the game.
Well, no longer. No
Yeah,
longer.
I heard today that neither one of them are actually going to be on the field today. So
Right.
how they function as a team is beyond me with no leadership.
All right, guys, leave your comments below and let us know what you think on this. It's kind of a crazy set of events that just happened, and it's going to be interesting to see what the NCAA does about this. I mean,
Wait, I smell that we're transitioning to picks. I just want to let everyone know that I was in last place and I'm in first place now. I just want to remind you guys that.
by one, just why don't you relax a little bit?
And I'm sure there was some steroid use.
And enhancing performance bacon.
Yeah.
Bob Train was trying to fix some of the scores. I saw him earlier.
Well, one of the big ones that we were all wrong on was Alabama and LSU. I mean, we if you guys didn't check out the last episode, we had Big Snacks on, and he was pleading his case for Alabama to win, and LSU ended up pulling it out.
In one of the most boring games you'd ever see in college football.
Field goal fast.
I mean,
Okay.
come on. Two powerhouses like that couldn't get any offense going. Unbelievable.
What can you do?
What can you do?
Apparently. All right,
All right.
let's go right now. Bob Train is in the lead with a 12-8 record. I myself is in second place with 11-9, and following up way down the list at 10-10. We have Big Puma. Pretty ridiculous. We're all just 1 point away from each other.
I have fallen from grace.
Well, just pick everything Bob Train picks since he's.
I know. That's
He's so amazing at this.
Well, seeing that he's in first place here, let's get the first pick here against Detroit and Chicago.
Oh, Chicago just had a nice win against the Eagles, but they're so inconsistent. That's the thing. And Detroit, they just came off of. Well, did Detroit just have a bye? I can't.
Yeah, they had a bye.
Yeah.
So they might be a little bit fresh. It's at Chicago. Who knows? The weather's going to be kind of a factor, I think. Now it's November. It gets a little bit cold. It's windy. Ground game. Chicago's starting to realize that they're actually a running team. But I don't know. They're so inconsistent. I'm going to go with Detroit on this one.
Faith?
This is a tough game. Just how well Chicago played last week was impressive against the Eagles, though the Eagles have been just complete garbage all year. But one thing I like about this game is that Chicago has started running their mouth already about this game, and it got moved up to 4:15. And Chicago's coming off a short week. Detroit's well rested with the bye. I'm going Detroit on this one.
Yeah. Detroit is fresh. Chicago, like Bob Train said, they're inconsistent. They're amazing one game like against the Eagles, and then Jay Cutler, a couple bad plays could get super frustrated and just start making more and more mistakes. And Detroit being fresh, so I am also going to pick Detroit.
All right, let's go to the next game. We have Minnesota versus the Green Bay Packers. Bob Train?
Green Bay.
Yeah, there's really no discussion about that. I mean, even though Minnesota did put some decent points up against them last time, I don't know what was going on, but Green Bay for me as well.
Yeah, give me the Packers. Minnesota's garbage. Moving on. Houston versus Tampa Bay. Come on, Puma.
Well,
what do you think?
Everybody's been picking, pretty much every week picks their own team. But Tampa Bay, Josh Freeman's pretty decent, and they just signed Albert Haynesworth today. And I'm hoping that's not going to affect our running game, but we've been doing pretty well recently, so I'm going with Houston.
Should I pick? I think I'm going to pick. This one's a tough one for me. I'm not going to dig down too deep, guys, but, I do like to visit Tampa Bay if I could. It's a nice place. But, Houston has it going for them. They're the mothership of NASA, command center, and I'm going to pick Houston.
That's your reasoning? Very good.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm going Houston. Tampa Bay's garbage.
Everyone who's not Babe's pick is garbage.
That's right.
All right. New Orleans and Atlanta. These teams have been are going at it for the top spot. Am I right, Bob Train?
And NFC South.
Okay.
Awesome.
I'm going to pick New Orleans. I like their team as a whole better than the Falcons, Drew Brees and Colston. So I'm going with New Orleans.
I'm going to go with... This one's a tough one. New Orleans, beginning of the year, I thought they were just going to be lights out the way they were playing, even though they lost.
New Orleans.
Got myself some gumbo. Got myself some shrimp. Barba. All right. Anyway, I'm going to... This one's a tough one, guys. I'm going to pick Atlanta. I don't like either team, but I'm going to pick Atlanta.
No, this is an easy one. Give me Atlanta. New Orleans is garbage. All right, let's go. Last game. New York Giants versus San Francisco 49ers. What you think, Puma?
I'm gonna go with the Giants. I like the way Eli's been playing. I mean, San Francisco pretty much is is in the same boat as Detroit as far as the way they've been playing and the way they played this year. But I'm still gonna have to go with the Giants.
I, too, am going to go with Giants. San Francisco is very reliant on their running game, and the Giants' defense is fantastic this year. And Eli Manning actually looks like a NFL quarterback this year, which is very surprising with the last name of Manning. And San Francisco's garbage, so give me the Giants.
Yeah, and I think I'm going to pick the Giants, too. San Francisco, 7-1, while they're playing in the NFC West, and everyone's garbage in that league. So, Giants.
Well, there you have it. There's our picks for this week. And stick around. You'll see the picks of the week as far as Yeousch Sports videos are concerned. Thanks a lot.
Peace out.
Later.
Up first in our shout-outs of the week is the top 5 goals of the week in FIFA, week number 3. Check it out.
7 Productions gets the Rabona cross when he's one-on-one with the keeper, and the Scorpion finish. Carayol, who is a 4-star bronze player, scoring an absolute screamer of a goal there. There's not a lot more you can say about that. How that's number 5, only God knows. It shows the absolute beast quality of the other 4 goals if the Scorpion goal is number 5.
Amazing goals for week 3. If you think you can make it into week 4's top 5 goals, make sure to send a message to the Azadin. I will link his channel on the screen right now, and you can have a chance to win some great prizes like Control Freaks and some Yeousch swag. So make sure to send in your clips to the Azadin. Up next is Big Puma's Madden 12 fantasy franchise that he is doing a little series on the Yeousch Sports channel. Let's take a listen.
My home team a while back, and I can't believe they didn't pay him. They didn't give him his money, but Mike Vick couldn't find a receiver, and he breaks out on 3rd and 8, and that's going to make 2 rushes and 15 yards for him. 3rd and 20. Mike Vick's having some issues in this game. He throws it up, gets intercepted by Dante Robinson. What did I just say? He's a great cornerback. Arian Foster can't catch him. Deshaun Jackson can't catch him, and he is in the end zone for the first points of the game.
All right, guys, thanks for sticking around. Make sure you go check out those 2 videos and go give them a thumbs up and tell them great job. And like I said before, if you saw my previous video, we are looking for new directors. So if you think you got what it takes, make sure to message me. My link is on the description and on the screen now. Talk to you guys later. Peace.
Yeousch.